in the year 1911, a ship was made by the great ambitions of the best engineers in Europe. And they said, we'll make a ship that will challenge the seas and the oceans. When the hull came down the river in Belfast in Ireland, it was the biggest man-made object of the world. Such big was the ship, like a small little town. And then the engineers and workers got to work. And in the year 1912, the ship was all ready to sail across the Atlantic. The engineers claimed, nothing can ever touch this ship. It was called the Titanic because of its size. It had a double hull to ensure that it would be proof against any kind of damage. It had 15 watertight compartments below with switches that could open or close it from above in the case of any contingency. It had 15 boiler rooms in it, and it was on its first voyage. The most elite gentry of Europe, they purchased tickets for that maiden voyage. And the ship started off. The first 4 days were uneventful. And the fourth night, the person on the deck, he thought he saw an iceberg right in front. So he raised the alarm, and at the last minute the engines were reversed and the ship was veered. So it side-swiped the glacier. They thought, we are safe. But they did not realize that it had a jagged edge below, which had created a 300-foot gash in the hull of the Titanic. And soon the alarm was raised. In the space of 1 hour, that ship went down, and about 600 people died there. When the news first came to America, people did not believe. So the news was conveyed wrongly that it did develop a hole, but it's being ferried across. And slowly the news came that this Titanic has sunk. And people took a profound message from it. The moment pride comes, I am infallible, God says, all right, really? Let's do a little correction there. So, we must always remain grounded. To remain grounded means to realize, whatever I may have done, if God wants, He can take it off in a moment. With all this bravado that science did this, science did that, and there is no God, He is the opiate of the masses, and suddenly we are in the midst of a pandemic, one little virus, and nobody understands how to handle it. So, we must keep that reality in mind of how powerful we actually are. If we have any power, it's coming from the source, and that source can withdraw it in a moment. Bahare duniya hai chand roza, न चल यहां सिर उठा उठा करके, खुदा ने ऐसे हजारों नक्शे बिगाड़ डाले बना बना करके. Ego is the sign of forgetfulness of God and ignorance. Now the firefly can be proud at night because it has got its own light that it generates. However, when the sun rises, the firefly can no longer be proud. So likewise, if we have forgotten the glory of God, then we can be proud. Ha ha ha, I have created this 3-storied house. that means we have forgotten that God created the whole world. Otherwise, where's the question of pride? But pride is the first material defect that has engulfed the soul. Because the soul has started thinking, I'm this body, I'm this mind, these possessions are mine. So it's the first defect to come and the last defect to go. So pride cometh before the fall. The devotee is one who has fallen. He became proud and got slapped, and became proud and got slapped, and slowly the wisdom dawned. Thus pride is obnoxious. So that devotee then is nirahankara. No, my Lord, all glory is yours. If I see in myself any goodness, it's your grace. If I see any badness, it's my lack of surrender to you.